welcome. This is Erica Glessing, and I really hope you've been enjoying these Love is Summit excerpt interviews. I had so much fun conducting these interviews, and this next one, Dr. Kim DeRamo. She does mind-body medicine and healing, and we talk about being in the head versus listening to your heart. We talk about connecting with ourselves in a different way. I really believe that you're going to love this episode today. I know that I loved interviewing Dr. Kim. Stay tuned. So hello and welcome to the Love is Summit. This is Erica Glessing, and I just set the intention when this summit showed up in my head to create of raising the love vibration on the planet. And I really wanted to give you, as the listener, some tools and guidance. My guest today is such a beautiful being, and she's someone I work with also. She's really fun to have her here. She's an amazing doctor and healer, and she teaches love differently than most people. And I'm really excited to have this energy and teachings for you today, the listener, from Dr. Kim DeRamo. How are you, Dr. Kim?
Hi, Erica. I'm great. It's gonna be really fun.
We have so much fun together. We're always creating something, right?
Yeah.
So tell me a little bit about the heart. And, you know, our society is so into the head, right? And we process so many things with our cerebrals. It's not really a word.
Not understood about the heart by most kind of even conventional scientists. There's a lot of science to show not just what's happening physiologically in your heart, but electromagnetically, how there are messages from the heart to every other area in your body. And these electromagnetic messages create chemical changes, create brain activity changes, create new awarenesses, create totally different functioning, and open up a lot of possibility that didn't really exist before. Meaning, you know, if you're in a circumstance and you're in fear, oh my gosh, how is this going to work out? Oh my gosh, how am I going to heal my body? Oh my gosh, nothing ever works out for me. It's not okay. You're in a suppressed state. So it's like you don't even see possibilities that are right there. Even your brain activity will sort of match that. So you have all the memories of all the times you failed, or all the memories of all the limitations you've bought into and why that's true. But when you connect with the heart, even just feel the space around your heart, put your hand on your heart, breathe into your heart. I know Marcy Shimoff has shared a great, like a heart coherence breathing from.
Yeah, we do that on the summit, right? Yeah.
Imagine she did, because she just one, and it's really powerful. The reason that works is because the electromagnetic, the bioelectric signals from your heart to everywhere in your body, to your brain, even to beyond your body, to other people, is thousands of times more powerful than the signals being sent from the brain. And that's a totally different way of seeing it, because we think we got to figure it out. We got to think, we got to know. There's the logic, and there's the feeling and the awareness. So the mind, and then the mind, and then the heart. And we have totally discounted the awareness that comes through the heart.
That's fascinating.
Crazy, because so much wisdom gets registered at that level.
You used the word in one of your videos, heart coherence.
Mm-hmm.
And I had heard that before, but maybe you could just explain to this audience that whole thing of like coherence. And I also kind of got, when I was even saying the words, like being in alignment or being out of alignment, which is something I know you teach so much. So why don't you just share with us kind of what that means for our audience, and then what we can do to be in better alignment.
When we're in what's called a coherent state, it's really, really powerful, and it ignites healing in the body. It ignites possibilities in your life. And what coherence is this inner knowing of the heart, where there's wisdom, where it's the awareness of, I am a beautiful being worthy of love and belonging just because I exist. And when you feel into that, and just close your eyes for a minute and feel into that, I'm a precious, cherished, loved being, worthy of love and receiving, worthy of belonging just because I exist, just because I'm breathing on the planet. When you feel that, You just have the awareness. Does that feel good in your body? Does that feel bad in your body? So just check in with that.
I love that. I love just going into the expansion of the heart.
Well, so when
Expanding
you even just ask the
yeah.
question though, like you have the awareness that feels good in my body. Yeah.
Yeah.
And so when you're in the alignment with that, it creates a different communication between the heart and the brain and between the heart and the body. So now there's what's called coherence. Now I want you to feel into your body and take a few breaths and just feel into, I'm a weakling. I'll never make it. Nothing works out for me. Life is hard. It's not okay. And then feel into your body. And how does that feel?
Oh, it's just so rotten. It's like all those lies that I was told get bought into. It's like all these, right? It's all the things that the people said that were the naysayers, you know, like where the Munich school teacher told Einstein, you know, oh, you'll never amount to anything. That's the energy of that. It's very yucky.
Your body has an innate intelligence that is already aligned with that truth. It's aligned with the truth that I am worthy of love and belonging just because I exist. And it's discordant when you buy into anything that's the opposite of that. And that could be anything from, oh, there's no good men, so I just got to kind of make do with settling for this one. Or, oh, you got to work really hard for money. It doesn't come easy. You can't just expect it to grow off the tree. Like anything that's out of alignment with the ease and fluidity with which we're really meant to receive is going to feel discordant. And that's because of this alignment, the way your body is set up. So the messages coming from the heart to the brain, the messages coming from the heart to the body, they're already there. It's just we either block them or we allow them. So when we're in a mind state that's embracing all of this, I love myself infinitely, I allow myself to receive infinitely just for showing up, there'll be a coherence in the body. You'll feel fluid and you'll feel light. To the degree you bump that out and you're like, yeah, Kim, right, just for showing up. Sure, that's not how it is for me. I have to work hard. You don't understand what it's like. When we're in that, it's a discordant state and it will block our ability to know that truth and to receive.
That's beautiful. Thank you so much. If I'm curious about having, you know, what just showed up for me to ask you was maybe it's a daily practice or two. Like, what kind of daily practice would you recommend? Because something like this, you could kind of nurture and grow a little bit bigger each day. Like you wouldn't have to get there right this instant and sense that all is well and I'm beautiful and I'm loved infinitely because I exist. What are some things?
Yeah, I can share a really helpful one that's kind of like wherever you are on the scale, it's really useful because sometimes we're down lower on the scale and you're like, oh, it just, everything feels so heavy. Sometimes we're a little higher and it's more accessible to feel positive. And I do have the video on YouTube called Heart Brain Coherence for Healing. And Heart Brain Coherence for Healing is sharing a little bit more about that, what we just talked about and how to do a particular exercise there. But this one, so like sometimes we're in fear and shame and anger and resentment and you're like, oh, how do I feel positive? Well, it's too big a jump. You don't need to feel positive, but you can actually just allow what you're feeling. And that is more positive. Just allow whatever you're feeling. It's okay for me to feel whatever.
Thank you so much for that. I hope you enjoyed that last bit about allowing yourself to be wherever you are today. So precious. Such a precious contribution. And please go over to drkimduramo.com. You're going to find so many wonderful gifts and tools and videos and sign up for her mailing list. It's one of the best, really. She just can't stop making these beautiful videos that she shares so generously all the time. So highly recommend go over and connect with Dr. Kim Duramo. And coming up tomorrow, you're going to love Wendy Terry. She just wrote a book about the different levels of death and suicide. What an interesting topic for the Love Is Summit. So don't go anywhere. Come back and listen to Wendy Terry coming up next.